Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Obviously a very somber day today, so let's get right to the recap, and then it's a day, you know? So at the pier, Jake is looking at the water, and he's thinking about Sonny, saying he knew he'd always be there. And then at Windermere, Nikolas calls Elizabeth, tells her about the day's events. I can't. And apparently Spencer has a family tree to do for school, and Hayden wants to help, so details specifically about Helena might help jog her memory, and then Sloan shows up, because isn't that what he always does? So he confronts Nikolas about his involvement in the mayoral election right in front of Hayden, like doesn't even care Hayden's there. And apparently Sloan hasn't been duly compensated today because he gets paid daily. I don't get it either. And Nikolas is like, nah, I'm not going to pay you to be a target. And Sloan's like, yeah, you should, because I lost Anna because of all this. Like, Nikolas is literally the root of your problems. Okay. So Hayden sympathizes with Sloan because he had to choose between love and money, and it's just so Shakespearean. I don't think she said Shakespearean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's quite a day. At Elizabeth's, Jake comes home. Liz freaks out that there's blood, especially Sonny's blood, on him. And he tells her about taking out the 3 guys and saving Sonny and TJ. And of course, she's not happy because this is exactly what she didn't want. So Jake tells Elizabeth that Sonny said, I knew you'd come, you always do. And how that doesn't make any sense because, like, they don't even have a good relationship. And Elizabeth tries to explain it away, like, oh, nurses and paramedics can sometimes get, you know, kind of close to patients, but Jake tells her that, you know, Sonny telling him to tell Carly I love her, like he already knew Jake would be the one to tell Carly, like the whole thing's just very, something's not sitting right. So he tells her he felt responsible for Sonny and almost like he couldn't lose him, and she tries to explain that away too, but he thinks there's more to it because there is, listen to your head. I'm sorry, there's like things here that it's like tell me people are texting me stuff and I'm like accidentally reading it. So she asks him if this is a one-time thing or if he's always going to get involved in shootouts. You know, Elizabeth, just because you gave him a different name doesn't mean he's a different person. He's the exact same person, so it really shouldn't be coming as a surprise that he's falling into the exact same life. And Elizabeth thinks about seeing Jason's blood at the pier when Jason died. Jake comes downstairs and she says she needs to tell him something. I have no faith that she's going to tell him the truth because she's gone this long, so who's to say? At the police station, Anna visits Jordan. Jordan tells Anna that TJ sees Sonny as a hero and blames Julian for all this. And Jordan still thinks she doesn't have enough to tie Julian to Sonny's shooting. Just wait until you learn. And Anna tells Jordan that Sloan betrayed her and tries to talk Jordan out of going after Sloan. And she finally gets Jordan to agree to table it. Also at the police station, Morgan comes in when Lulu says Julian was by the pier and grabs Julian. Cops have to restrain Morgan. Morgan is so tactful telling Dante that, you know, their father may die or be paralyzed because, like, you need it screamed at you by someone who's trying to go after someone else. That's how you find out that your dad might die, right? So Julian's like, I've done nothing wrong. Can I go? And Dante's like, no, you can't. Morgan keeps threatening Julian and they finally get him out of there. And then Dante tells Julian they're going to hold him, and Julian's like, well, if you're going to hold me, then you should hold Olivia too because she was down at the docks as well. And Lulu's like, that's ridiculous. She has no motive. And Julian's like, well, he cheated on her. And Lulu's like, that happened forever ago. And then Julian says, well, you know, people change, and I hope for your sake that Dante didn't inherit Sonny's wandering eye. And then Dante punches him, like, bad. So, of course, Julian threatens to sue because, you know, that's what people do. And Dante has the other officers bring him down to lockup. So that was one of the most exciting parts of today's episode. At the hospital, so apparently when it comes to doing surgery on Sonny, one wrong move and Sonny will be paralyzed for life. no pressure though. And surgery has to wait until tomorrow, and Michael and Carly visit Sonny one by one. So Carly wants to know from Patrick what the other potential outcomes are, and Patrick is kind of forced to tell her that Sonny could die, like it's a very real possibility. And Patrick gives Sam a hard time about being at the shooting, and he's really annoying me. Because, dear Patrick, you're dating Sam, she's not a wallflower, and she always ran towards gunshots, whether she was with you or with anyone else, or with no one. So stop. Like, it really, like, you could kind of understand when he would get mad or annoyed with Robin when she would involve, like, Jason or Sonny, but because, like, she was a doctor and her life was kind of totally separate. But Sam, like, no, she's still full in it, whether Jason's there or not, and she's a PI, so she does dangerous stuff on her own. So I can't. I really can't. I know Patrick and Sam, like, it was a nice experiment. You know, everyone always wondered what they'd be like together. But now that it's actually happening on the screen, I don't think it's working, or at least working in the long run. They have their moments, but at the end of the day, I don't know. It's not a lasting thing, in my opinion. Tell me if you feel different, because, I mean, yeah, let's move on. So Patrick admits it's kind of selfish thing on his part, and then they talk, and at the end of it, Sam tells Patrick that he has to do all he can, because once retaliation starts, it gets so bad, and, you know, Patrick gets results that show that this isn't going to be easy, and it's not good. Not good at all. TJ comes up to Carly and apologizes. He feels it's his fault, and Carly tells him it wasn't his fault. And then in Sonny, where the ER, wherever Sonny is, Michael talks to Sonny, tells him Avery's safe, and he doubled security. So official. And Michael says he's going to do everything he can to make it right, and says, "I love you, Dad." He reclaims Sonny as his father and says he will always be his son. So yeah. Carly goes in to talk to Sonny. She tells him he needs to fight and they will get through this together. And then Michael talks to TJ about Charlie and whether he was working alone, and then Sonny getting shot. And it's just very, it's very like, tell me so I can go do something about it, you know? So, yeah. Morgan is back at the hospital now. TJ visits with Sonny, tells him he's going to repay his debt. TJ, you have no debt, by the way. Anyway, Morgan visits with Sonny, and for some reason he's blaming himself, and that he should have gone with him, even though, like, that wasn't even a thought at the time. And Carly has Sonny's jacket with her in the waiting room. She had taken it out of Sonny's room. Michael picks the jacket up, and Sonny's vows fall out. And then Morgan tells Sonny that he's going to kill Julian Jerome. So that's a thing that happened today. Alright, so let's, as always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I hope you're having, you know, whatever day you're having, whether you were directly affected by the 9/11 attacks or not. I know, living in New Jersey and where I am, my area, like, it was kind of very heavily affected. Like, watching the memorial this morning, a lot of names that came up, the towns were right around here or within 30 minutes, and it's like, or my town, you know, whatever. Yeah, so, yeah, I can't. The memorial this morning was very overwhelming. But in any event, thank you I watched it. I wasn't there. I watched it. But in any event, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you are having a day, and I don't want to say good day, because it's not a good day for anyone, but I hope if you're planning on accomplishing anything today, you get that accomplished. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital, where we can be disappointed in Elizabeth. We can look forward to that. But in any event, bye.